Our planet is filled with some pretty mind-blowing unanswered questions and beliefs. Just as a whole, that can include anything and everything, from paranormal activity to what lies within the oceans. But Earth itself, as an actual planet, is the centre of many myths and mysteries. Like the question of is the Earth hollow, to the much debated and mind-blowing discussion of how the Earth even came to be. Here are fascinating myths, beliefs and unanswered questions surrounding the most magnificent planet we know of, Earth. This is a pretty chill video, so I hope you sit back and, as always, enjoy. How was the Earth formed? Where do I begin with this? How the Earth came to be is one of the biggest unanswered questions out there, and comes with many myths and beliefs. Now I'm going to start by saying, taking religious beliefs away from the creation of Earth, even from a non-religious perspective, we still have no idea how the Earth formed, according to science. But what are some theories, including religious ones? Well, from a Christian perspective, there are a few variations, but the principle is that God brought the universe on Earth into existence from nothing, or that he created it from matter that already existed. Those practicing Buddhism do not think Earth was created, but instead believe that it simply existed forever, and everything is caused by past events, which become the cause of future events, which all happen without the influence of a god. Islam suggests that Lord Allah created the heavens and earth in 6 days. It also teaches that Allah made from water every living thing. From a Hindu point of view, the Earth and universe is not the beginning, but preceded by an infinite number of universes, past and present. And in some Chinese mythologies, the Earth and universe originated from H2O. A non-religious perspective indicates the Earth was created from the solar system, which 4.6 billion years ago was a cloud of dust and gas. This collapsed in on itself and formed a sun, with the remaining heavy materials forming rocky planets, including Earth. That's a very simplified belief on how the Earth formed from a scientific and religious point of view. But like I said, no one is sure how the Earth was created, and each beliefs have their own variations and in turn their own contradictions. Without any of us arguing over our views, what's your honest thoughts on how the Earth came into existence? Is the Earth hollow? The Earth's core is the most inaccessible part of our planet, and the truth is, for centuries, scientists have tried to establish what lies deep within it. Currently, what is known about it is an assumption and not a fact. So how possible is it that there is nothing in there? Well, from a scientific perspective, it's believed to consist of 4 layers. The deepest layer is a molten ball of metal. Next comes a slightly cooler layer of liquid iron, known as the Earth's magnetic field. The next layer is the mantle, and then comes the Earth's crust. But let's suppose researchers have judged this wrong, and like some believe, the planet is a hollow ball that can be entered via giant gaping holes located at the North and South Poles. This theory was first suggested in 1818 by John Cleve Symmes Jr., who was so convinced he was right about this that he organised an expedition to the North Pole to try and travel to the inner Earth. However, the then President of the United States blocked the attempt. Symmes was convinced, rather than the Earth being layers of solid matter, it is in fact a hollow shell containing 5 smaller concentric shells, all thousands of miles thick. He proposed that inside these inner shells there are plants, animals, lakes and oceans, just as there is on the outside of the shell, and believes the curvature of the 2 North and South Pole openings was gradual enough for a person to enter the inner Earth without even realising it. Although this was Symmes' fundamental belief, he did simplify this theory in later years and claimed there was maybe just one concentric sphere capable of sustaining life and possibly another race. But if this seemingly crazy thought is true, just who or what could be living down there? Is the Earth flat? We have all been taught in school that the Earth is a globe, and have seen the spectacular photos taken from space showing an entirely spherical planet. But there are a group of people who are convinced the Earth is flat. Flat Earthers, as they are known, believe the image of Earth portrayed by various space agencies and governments is false, and is part of a worldwide conspiracy. The majority believe that the Earth is round, but rather than being a sphere, it's a flat disk, with the centre of Earth being the North Pole, and the outer edge of the disk being Antarctica. Day and night is explained by the positioning of the Sun and Moon, which are 2 spheres that move in circles and light up different parts of the Earth during a 24-hour period. Flat Earthers also believe there must be an invisible anti-moon that obscures the Moon during lunar eclipses. As for gravity, they maintain there is no such thing, and objects fall naturally, possibly due to electromagnetism, density or pressure. So how have humans been able to circumnavigate the Earth? Well, that is simple. They are supposedly travelling a circular path around the North Pole. But is there any evidence of all this? Well, Flat Earthers will argue that if the planet were a ball shape, it would be impossible for the horizon to rise to eye level, and that even when looking out of an aeroplane, the horizon is always flat, and even the sea will always appear level to the naked eye.